So hi, I'm Richard Vince for MAaction, and I'm here at ISKA Kickboxing Club, and we're going to ask Reece Rowell a few questions about his career and where he's come from over the years. So Reece, if you wouldn't mind, just give the viewers a little bit of background on you, where you've come from and how you've progressed to get where you are now.
Yeah, my name's Reece Rowell. I train at the Essex Kickboxing Academy, obviously in Essex. I've been training here since I was 5 years old with Steve Kerridge the whole time. I started from a full contact background and have progressed through to like the K1 style rule set.
That's cool. So whereabouts are you now? I know you've got some titles, so tell us a little bit about your achievements up to now.
Yeah, I won a ISKA World title in October last year. Obviously, previous to that, I won a Southern Area, 3 British and a European as well. So yeah, I won a few.
Yeah, been right. So I guess that your ISKA World title is your most valuable title at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously the one that meant a lot, meant the most. It's from the first moment you win a title, that's what you're looking to achieve, really, isn't it? Really, so yeah.
Well, we were there at the event filming it, and it was a great show generally. But your fight was just an excellent finish to the event. How did you feel after you got it?
Yeah, it felt really good. I mean, like I said, it was slightly controversial the way it happened, but it's one of them things. He got hurt, he got dropped with a shot, and then he threw a bit of a little hissy fit and got out the ring. But it's just one of them things. So.
Yeah, there you go. You know, we've all had fights where we're sure we've won and we haven't got the decision. So you know, I think they will even up in the end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
When you first started, you know, when you had your first fight or you were preparing for your first fight, what were your real early ambitions?
Just to start with, it's just winning your first fight. I mean, there's no ambition of it. Obviously, everyone's looking at the first titles, your Southern Area titles, your English titles. But your early ambition is just to win a fight. Once you've won a fight, won a couple of fights, then you're looking to win your titles. And once you've won your title, like I said earlier, the ultimate aim is to win the world title, which, like I said, I achieved in October last year.
So that's really good. Do you feel, having won the world title, that you're not sure where to go, or have you got loads of ambitions on who to defend it against and who to keep challenging yourself with? Yeah,
obviously I just want to defend it against the best people out there. The way I see it is, if someone wants to challenge, I'm more than happy to defend against them. And that reason is, if I lose against that person, then I ain't a valid world champion. If I beat that person, I'm still a world champion. That's like anyone and anyone out there. So.
That's a brilliant answer. Well done. Looking at your sport, what you do, kickboxing, K1, how you teach. I mean, you instruct down here as well, don't you? What would you say are the biggest benefits of what you do, what we all do, to society in general, your local community and people? How would you say it really helps people?
Well, we are a very community-based club. We have a lot of children coming off the streets. A lot of them come that have nothing to look forward to in life, but they do look forward to coming in here every time. And they look up to all the instructors and all the other fighters, and even all the adults that are just training who don't want to fight. All the young kids, they look up to these people, so it's very important for them, especially.
Having watched you fight a couple of times, I was thinking that this next question, I'd say to you, what you're most passionate about, and you'd say fighting and what and all of that. And I'm sure you are passionate about that. But having listened to your previous answers, I think that maybe the effect that it has on kids might creep in there as well. But tell me, what are you most passionate about in your sport?
Yeah, it's bringing the next generation of kids through that, and that's what it's all about. Without the next generation of juniors, there is no sport, is there? So once these kids are training all the time, they're enjoying what they do, they progress to fighting, and then they are the future of the sport. That's what it's all about, really.
Yeah, but you've obviously got a lot of passion for your own competitive side as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it.
So over the years, how many years have you been competing?
I've been competing for 7 years. I've been training for about 20 years. Obviously, I started as a young child. I was 5 years old when I started with Steve Kerridge, who owns the Essex Kickboxing Academy. He had the club a long time before that. He started a long time before that. The club's been about a long time. Produced many champions from that area to world champions.
I know Steve from when he used to do karate, points karate, and that's many years ago. That's back in the 80s. I won't say too much more because it will give away how old he really is and how old I am, of course. Don't want to do that. All right, so have you ever been tempted to fight under different rules? I know you've done some full contact, but have you ever fought anything else?
Yeah, like I said, I started from a full contact background. And then progressed onto the low kicks and the K1 style, which I really enjoy. I've also fought under a new rule set as well. It was called KT MMA. The first round it's basically 2 5-minute rounds. The first round is 5 minutes of K1 style fighting, but which also allows elbows. And the second round is MMA. In the MMA side as well, they also allow knees to the head on the floor and things like that. I had one fight against an American fella. It was a very good fight, and I lost the fight due to not doing enough groundwork and wrestling and things like that. So yeah, I've not only obviously I've done the full contact stuff and then the low kick and the K1 style as well. And then progressed on to, I wouldn't say as a progression, just a sideways step again to something else. But like I said, really I enjoy the K1 style a lot more than the others. Yeah.
So in all of your training and your fighting, what's your best experience so far?
I would have to say winning the world title. Obviously, it's the ultimate aim, the ultimate achievement. You can't really compare to it. So yeah.
And again, I've got a good idea who you're going to say is one of the guys for an answer for this next question. But people you've really looked up to who have brought you along in the art, maybe people who have coached you, but also people who you've seen from a distance. You might think, you know, I like the way he does this, or you like the way he does that. Tell us about some of those people.
I mean, obviously, like I said, I started as a young child. I see a lot of the champions go through the gym. And a lot of them that I looked up to, like Jason Vasello, who's a former world champion and a fantastic fighter. Chris Wotton, Simon Pepiet, lots of fighters. So many that it'd take an hour to go through them. But there's so many have gone through the gym. Like they are the people obviously you're looking up to as a child.
See, I think that's really useful because I think young people getting started in the sport can really take something from that. They can say, well, you don't need one good role model. You could deal with 100 role models and take a little bit from each of them.
You've got to take the best from the best, really. You got to take what you can and progress and learn from these people. Yeah, definitely.
So most martial artists have some key people in their martial arts life who help them. But also, I think that most martial artists have some non-martial arts people in their lives that have been a key influence. Can you tell us about any of those people in your life?
Yeah, obviously, my mum and dad. And my dad especially took me to karate. That was with Steve, obviously, as a young child, and it obviously pushed me all the way to where I am now. So yeah, it was bad, really.
So. You've been in the art, the style, the sport for a long time. You obviously formed lots of opinions about stuff. Any changes you'd like to see in either the way associations mix, or in rules changes, or anything you think is significant that could really benefit the sports, the ring sports that we do?
Yeah, obviously, like the main thing is to if for the sport to progress, like if it could get to the sort of level where like boxing is. Which I think kickboxing K1 is a much more exciting to watch. It's a shorter distance and it's a fast pace. If you could get to that sort of level, or maybe like not the level of MMA, but the UFC sort of thing, that would be obviously where the sport would see a lot of the fighters that put a lot of effort in earning money they deserve. At the moment, there is no money in the sport really, and the fighters put a lot of effort in for not a lot of return. Yeah.
So this is all great stuff. Outside martial arts, what do you like to do?
Just be at home with my family. I've got 2 young children, and just with them and my girlfriend, really. I just spend a lot of time with them.
So you just like to chill. So you're either martial arts or relaxing.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, martial arts or relaxing. Yeah. Exactly it.
Great stuff. Well, Reece, it's been great talking to you, and I wish you luck in your. I guess you got a title defence coming up soon. I hope that goes really well, and I hope your career goes brilliantly.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.